I've been in this field for 25 years, and I'm going to tell you right now that I am not an AI chatbot, machine learning, blockchain expert. I'm not, all right? But neither do you have to be, because I don't have to be, and you don't either. It's not about being an expert in the technology. It's about taking this incredible technology and helping transform your organization, right? So, 2 years ago, I sort of went off on this journey to sort of leave the full-time corporate world, start HR Soul. Everyone says, oh, that's a really cool name, Soul, right? Soul, one of the very definitions is life, feelings, thoughts, and actions in others, right? That is soul. And as HR leaders, practitioners, it's our obligation to, I would say, help fertilize the soul of our people and our organizations. And I firmly believe that, doing things like this help us do that. So that's my why. That's sort of why I'm here. But coming back to how this all links in. So, like you, I would, go to various HR seminars, conferences, whatnot, and there's lots of great information, but it's like, okay, what am I going to do with this stuff, right? And so what I'd like to do today is, talk about 3 basic questions. What, so what, now what? That's how I think, right? What, so what, now what? So what do you do with this stuff now, okay? So first, let's talk about what. So all of these incredible technologies are here. They are at our doorstep: chatbots, AI, VR, AR. We could go down the list. It's here. And the evidence of it, and this is the so what, is how it's having an impact on our lives as consumers, right? Amazon Go, okay, uses AI to, you don't even have to check out now at the register. You just walk in, use your phone, scan in, it knows where you are, it knows what you bought in every aisle. You don't even have to check out. You walk out the door using AI technology, right? That's incredible. Hilton has Connie, that's up there. Connie is a robot, believe it or not. I'm not sure how this is going to fly, but robot concierge that they are certainly experimenting with. Delta now uses AI for facial recognition, right? And last but not least, in Europe, virtual reality is now being used in medical facilities so that you don't have to give painkillers to patients. Okay? It's pretty cool stuff, right? That's all really cool stuff. And this is not like Buck Rogers 25th century stuff. This is out there today. It's happening now today. And that is the so what. Okay? But what do all these things have in common? Right? Certainly most of them have to do with not having to wait in line, right? Which I hate doing, just by the way. It all has to do because they're focused on one and one thing only: improving the customer experience. That is the most important thing, tailored for each of us. We expect that now. We don't want to be treated like everybody else. We want things that are absolutely tailored, customized for us, right? Netflix, okay? Curated content. It knows what you like, and it will show it to you. We expect that now. That's not something in the far distant future. And I keep speaking of technology here, right? All right, oops, I've gone way too far, way too far. And the last thing is that it all has to do with pain points, customer pain points. Amazon Go, let's go back to that. Who likes waiting in line at the supermarket? All right, we have one person, all right, okay? It's all about addressing pain points. That is the whole point, okay? So what? So what? Well, what does this have to do with HR? Do we operate that way generally as a function? Do we put ourselves and our customers first in mind, right? And we could go through the many broken HR processes. Hiring is just one, right? Applicant tracking systems, post into a job, black box, probably won't even hear back. If you do hear back, you will have a quick 15-minute phone call conversation to basically walk through the exact same information that's in your resume. You may have several of those phone calls before you're then called back to another interview where the other interviewer will be asking you the exact same questions again, right? And who didn't even look at your resume, right? And this will drone on for weeks and weeks and weeks, right? And that's just one example, right? We could talk about new hires and how we don't set them up for success. Why is it that we have HR handbooks that are this thick and yet I can buy something on Amazon with one click? Right? Training programs that nobody wants to really be there and go to. Right? And performance reviews. Okay, we could go on and on. Our job, your job, our job is to put ourselves first and foremost in the shoes of our customers. And that is the, so what? And it can seem like it's a pretty big task, right? How do I get from here to there? What do I do? Right? That was a joke, by the way. Right? So, so what I would like to, really focus on is that it's not about doing big things, it's about doing small little things, building muscles. So how do we build muscle? You don't just pick up a 50-pound weight and the next day you have bulging biceps. Micro tears. Micro tears is how we build muscle. We actually have to break it down to build it back up. And it's slowly, over time, it gets better, it gets stronger. We need HR micro tears, HR muscle micro tears, right? So stop thinking big, start thinking small, but do it more frequently and more often. And that's the point around agile thinking, right? In the past, waterfall cascade solution, we would just push this crap out to all of our internal customers all in one fell swoop, right? And we probably never even asked them if they really wanted it. We just told them they had to have it, right? It is about being agile. Test, build, implement, learn from it, reiterate. That is the key. So here's my 4 Ps. Okay, so now what? So what do we do going back? Okay, Paul's 4 Ps. Plan your pilot with precision. Pick a platform partner. Progress and propel your product. Lots of Ps. But the most important thing is, and this was mentioned by every other speaker, it's about progress over perfection. It's about progress over perfection. So let's just sort of quickly break this down. Okay? Plan your pilot with precision. First of all, choose which pain point that you want to address and be laser focused on that problem. Look at the baseline metrics. It's so important to have measurements. And I understand you may not have the measurements. That's okay. Then start measuring it now going forward. But try your best to at least get measurements, metrics, baseline to build the business case to pilot it. And don't replicate poor processes, as we just went through. Hiring can be an extremely bad process. Don't automate it. Don't automate a crappy process, okay? Second of all, pick a platform partner, okay? There's a lot of them out there in a lot of various areas. All of these incredible technologies, there are already solutions out there in all of those areas. And it's in its infancy, and we're only gonna get better at it, and there'll be more of them. Progress poll. It is just build it, test it, and get user feedback. And then you go through these loops of just trying to get better iteratively and not trying to boil the ocean and have it perfect. And last but not least, once you know that it's met what it is that you've been actually trying to solve, then launch that to your internal marketplace. And that is really the now what? That is what you can do. Tomorrow you can go back to your job and you can think about what are ways that we can improve the overall employee experience. Technology is not just the answer. We're not just going to roll out AI because it's AI and it's cool and everyone's doing it and we need to be doing it too. Okay? Focus on solving an actual problem first. Technology may or may not even be the actual solution to it. It's just a tool. Let's not get too focused on technology. Last but not least, and I have gone over, okay, is many of us sort of, I think, are also here wondering, is AI going to take my job one day? okay? And every thought and every human emotion, I firmly believe, comes from either love or fear, okay? And that's fear. Choose love, okay? Think about ways that you can leverage this to make HR better, and let's not focus on, am I going to lose my job because of it? Because if you're continually adding value to your organization, you will have a job. Okay? That's all that I was going to say. Thank you.